Traders, good morning, good morning. Today is Wednesday, June 13th, 2018, excuse me. Tim Wilson with Vision FX coming at you guys live and direct for another week of weekly analysis. Now, I do apologize the last couple weeks. I haven't been too active as far as YouTube, etc. Just with what I'm doing right now, building the company, Vision FX, getting it all structured, professional website, building the course. And what you guys are going to have to understand is that this course literally emulates exactly how I trade. I've been in the trading industry for now going on 5 years come November. And it's that time that I start mentoring, enriching lives, and just sharing what I know. So I'm looking at 2 pairs this week, guys. 2 pairs and 2 pairs only, with one of them being GbpJpy. So let's take a look at what we have here. So with GbpJpy, of course, you want to start off on the higher time frames. And the first thing that caught my attention is this right here, guys. On the weekly, we have a broken counter trend line, okay? So to break it down to you guys, you always want to zoom out. You always want to look left. So we've been in a downtrend since August 10th, 2015. That's been 3 years. This is just a nice flag, flag just waiting to break out. So on GbpJpy, on the weekly, I'm bearish. Now, when we're trading on this side of the trend line, guys, we're bullish. This is a higher low. This is a higher low, high, higher high, higher high. And it looks like on the weekly for that time period as well, you could have did something like this, a nice pennant, just to angle it in. So you have diagonal support and resistance on the weekly, right? So now we have broken out. We're also holding below our moving averages. So right now on GbpJpy, as far as the weekly, I'm bearish. Now let's take a look at the daily. Now check this out, guys. Oops. So we have that structure there. Looks like we could even have a head here. And another shoulder right here. Okay. Now, I always like to highlight, especially on the daily. So let's zoom in a little bit where current price is at. We also have another lower high here. And this right here, this zone, could potentially be another lower high. So you have to understand the foreign exchange markets is like a staircase. Either you're making 3 drives up or you're making 3 drives down, right? You always want to highlight price structure because as you see here, we're going up, up, up. We have our first lower high here, followed by another lower high here. And this could potentially be another lower high because if you look at it, this is where our, we had a lower low here, lower high. Then it came back to slam support here, made a lower high before breaking. So whenever it breaks a critical level like 147.50, it has to come back up and retest. And that's all we've done on the daily is come back up and retest this major zone of 147.50. Now, you had the first rejection here, okay? This is our second rejection. So today's daily candle needs to close extremely, extremely bearish as we drove up into this price range, and it's followed by a spinning top. This daily candle needs to close bearish, and we can target just for this week somewhere around 14615. Because as you see, we had a bullish engulfment at one point in time, break this spinning top tested this level. This candlestick, daily candlestick, tested this level. And on this pullback, this candle tested this level. So there's a lot of rejection at this level. So if you're going to go short, you want to target this zone right here. And then put your stop loss over your entry until this breaks. And then we can start talking about targeting 145 and beyond. Let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame. Now, in the 4-hour time frame, as you see, and sorry guys, I'm burning sage right now, and it has me kind of stuffy. It's clearing me all out. Now look at this. We had one drive up, pull back, two drives up, showing heavy rejection, and this high of the day is just a tad bit, 5-10 pips, but every pip matters, just a tad bit lower than this high right here. And actually, to show you guys, this right here was last week's high. So you want to take trades off weekly highs, off daily highs, off monthly highs or lows, right? Those are your highest probable trades. And I'll get more into that when I drop my course as well, guys. Now, looking at shorter term, if you're looking for an intraday trade, right? If you look here, if I take my low, we had another counter trend line here that has literally just been broken. So I'm going to be considering this intraday right now, and it'll look something like this. And hopefully you guys, I'll be uploading this ASAP. It's going to look something like this. So my weekly high is 14813. So I want to put my stop just 15 pips above that, right over here. And it's not a tremendous risk reward, but you have to understand this is going to be an intraday. And I'll get into this when I drop my course, guys. This will be my intraday, which will turn into my swing as well. And then we're talking 1 to 3.59. It's too early to call this swing. So I'll be intraday short on GbpJpy, definitely way too early to call this swing. But if we get this momentum to the downside and we break 14615, we can potentially see 14420 easily. So that's GbpJpy. Now let's go on ahead and take a look at another pair. And I hope everybody's been doing well, guys. I'll be dropping 3 videos this week. And the 3 videos, of course, my first one is weekly analysis. The markets has been slow. There hasn't really been anything for me to cover up until today as far as the foreign exchange markets. But I'll be going over, how to properly create a trading plan. I have a lot of DMs from people that follow me. They're all in my DMs, what I'll be covering. And then I'll also be dropping on my 3rd video, basically just little things about myself, my journey, how I started. If you follow me on Instagram, I appreciate it. Go on ahead and follow the business page at VisionFX3. But I'll be covering all that, guys. Just be patient with me. Now let's take a look at Aussie dollar, guys. Now in Aussie dollar, let's start off on the weekly time frame, see what we have here. So we have to be careful on Aussie because, okay, let me show you guys something. So just on a counter trend line, and it's kind of looks like the kind of same setup as GbpJpy, even though they don't correlate, right? Okay. So you have your weekly channel here, okay? Now, we broke out the weekly channel, okay? But what you guys have to understand is this. There is no short confirmation on a trade until a counter trend line and a major support level is broken, guys. So our major support level is 7,500, 7,505, somewhere around there. As you see, price in this zone right here, let me highlight it for you. Price kind of made a roundabout. You know, when it starts wicking and rounding out, you have to be extremely careful. Now, on the weekly, as you see, it's respected the counter trend line. It literally wicked it. If I zoom in for you guys, it literally wicked it to the T. I have my 200 and my other moving averages pointed to the downside, which we're all tangled in at. But we still need 7,500 to break. Let's drop down to the daily. Okay. Now on the daily, you see how this looks like. You see we shot up, respected the counter trend line, and now we're on our way down. And we also have on the daily, and I want to draw my trend lines just to the wick. You know, everything is for the wick because then you get the highest and lowest price in a proper support and resistance zone. So this is my counter trend line right here on the daily. Okay. Now, looking at Aussie versus the dollar on the daily, you can see 1, 2, 3 rejection, drop, 7,500, swipe back up, retest, a second rejection after this zone right here was rejected. This would have been an awesome short right here. And then we have a lower high, a lower high, a lower high, and this could potentially be our lower high. Okay, now you see how it's our stair steps, boom, 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 boom. Now the final move is 7,500 breaking, which we're only 80 pips away, and us writing this thing down, and it would look something like this. So let's say it breaks and retests. We would go on ahead. Oops, that's long. Short. So break and retest. And this would be more of a swing, guys. I could intraday short Aussie any minute now. But my swing trade would be some 671. I would put my stop at 7700. Let's go ahead and slide this over. After the break and retest to 7,500. And this is a daily swing. It'd be close to 1.1 to 1.72 risk reward. And this would be a massive swing, guys. Probably take a whole week, if not 2 weeks, because Aussie, following this pair for a while now, is extremely, extremely choppy. So this is the daily, guys. Now, if we want to zoom in just to check out our intraday, what's going on? Intraday. So let me go on ahead and take this off. And just kind of shorten this up for us here. On our intraday trade, so we have to be careful here, guys, because if you look here at one point, this zone that I just marked here, which I'll put in a different color, was resistance. Boom. Come back up, drive up, false breakout, drive back down, retest it, drop, retest it, right? And on this intraday, we have a bunch of higher lows. So this game, this trading game is all about rules, guys. It's all about rules. You have a low here, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. And we kind of just retested this structure here. So to see if this downtrend structure is going to be valid, we simply just draw our trend line on. Okay. In order for shorts to be activated and to remain and to hold, and I'll go on ahead and put this resistance line here for intraday. And I apologize for my charts being so sloppy, guys. So 7,600 is our intraday resistance. 75.75 is our intraday support. We would need this low to get blown out to consider shorts. And to swing it, I would need this trend line to break and continue to smash daily lows, 4-hour lows, etc. But for right now, it doesn't look, as far as volume and momentum, it doesn't look too much like the bulls are taking control. I would like this lower high right here to stand and to hold. Okay, because if so, this thing's just going to pop up into this zone here and drive right back down closer to 7,500, which we needed to definitely lock in shorts, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Just make sure you always have a plan when you trade. Just make sure that you're organized, clear mindset, ready to go. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I'll be uploading it right now. And I hope you guys have a successful week. Go ahead and stay updated with my YouTube channel, as I will be dropping much more content for you guys to help out and give you a broader view of the markets, okay? And once again, get ready for the launch of Vision FX, which will happen August 13th, literally 60 days, guys, 60 days. Have a great day.